please check out our shirt on Teespring.
What's happening? What's going on, little bro? Little curious, not too nosy. I like to know. Please put a comment. Talk about this movie. It's labeled as a psychedelic mystery horror movie, thriller, whatever you want it to be. And you can watch the movie theater right now. It's called Knock at the Cabin. It came out in 2023. It's based on a novel that came out in 2018 called Cabin at the End of the World. But the director of this fine film is Shyamalan. Also, he co-wrote the screenplay of this film. So the movie stars a typical family. They go rent a cabin in the woods because this is how more horror movie stars, you know, get a cabin in the middle of nowhere. So one of the first characters you meet up is a young one. She's a 9-year-old girl collecting, grasshoppers for some kind of science experiment she's doing. And the funny thing about it was she'll name the people that she knew in class. One of them is some girl she knew, and she kind of explained your name after this person, but please don't fart how much she does. You know what I mean? You're just going to upset the rest of the grasshoppers. Also, you get the kind of idea of what's going to happen in the future of the story when she explained the grasshopper why she captured it, and then later on you release. You just let me do my little experiment, you know, you'd be free. So it kind of tells you what's going to happen later on in the movie. So while she's doing her thing, a man comes out of nowhere, a big buff man, something you expect that escaped from jail in hiding in the woods somewhere. And when he approaches her, he talks to her in a really soft voice and sits down with her and say, let's talk. And she said, I don't talk to strangers. I said, hey, my name is Leonard, and I just want to talk, to be your friend. And of course, there's some kind of creepiness going on right now. At the same time, Leonard is looking around behind him, and he's trying to become friends with her, and he's trying to figure a way, trying to explain to a 9-year-old what is about to happen to her and her family. And a few minutes later, Leonard, you kind of learn why Leonard is really hesitant, trying to explain to the 9-year-old what's going to happen, because just then the rest of the people show up, and they're all carrying these like man-made tools on them, or weapons, they want to call it. They say, you gotta tell your father, we need to talk. Of course, you know, she doesn't know what's going on. She freaks out. She's 9 years old. She runs in, warns her parents what's going to happen, what was happening outside, and they didn't really believe her because, you know, she's 9. You know, she just overact and see things, you know, in a little world. So her parents did their best for like place. They got into the cabin, and next thing you know, they're all getting tied up, except for the little girl. And the invaders are the most nicest people you meet to invade your house. And they're going to have a hard time trying to explain, like, you know, we're here to save the world, but the problem is you guys have to make a decision which one has to die. If you guys don't die, one of us is going to die, and we're going to put some kind of plague on the earth, and thousands of people will die if you don't make your decision. And you got this amount of time. One of you cannot kill himself, you cannot do this, you have to die from another, and it has to be your decision, not our decision. But our job is to make sure you guys do this before the whole thing goes belly up around the world. So after they try to explain, also they try to explain their background, who they are, where they come from, and they say, we have this vision, we have all this vision, we all meet in one place, we're all strangers here, we all just met, and we had a purpose to come to the camp, and something choose you guys to make this hard, difficult decisions, and we understand, but at the same time, we have to save the earth. And of course, right away, they didn't believe in, and then one of the invaders had to die, and then they turned the TV on, and then some kind of plague happened. So that pretty much gives you an idea of the story. I don't want to get too much of it. So the house invaders are more like the first Harrisman. They all have their traits and who they are and why they're chosen for this. At the same time, you know, the people are being captured. They don't believe it. They think there's some kind of, you know, some weird religious cult, or, you know, of course, what's going on right now on the internet, you know, people on the QAnon that dig too deep into the rabbit hole and they believe certain things are not true. And they kind of believe what's going on. So it's kind of back and forth going on. I mean, the acting was perfect in this movie. Everybody just incredible. You don't feel it was not natural the way they're talking to each other, like normal talking. The story, there's some parts that got kind of a little stupid, unbelievable, and ridiculous. But they do make it up. They're trying to do a storytelling. They're making an hour and 10-minute movie. So some things, I guess, they have to rush things to make the pacing or whatever they want to do to make this tell a story. But I enjoy it. It's a great movie. I liked it. I mean, it's one of Shyamalan, one of his better movies he made in quite a while. It's storytelling. And I just want to check out the book. I understand the book because it's more darker than the original, but it's all about love and sacrifice. I guess, as I was saying, the first horseman is, that they're destroy Earth or save it, and the family are kind of like Jesus, and they have to sacrifice themselves to save the world. And the reason, I guess, God or something choose them because their love is pure, and they have to sacrifice something greater to save the Earth. That's all about. And you tell the family love each other. They love their child. They adopted her, and you just feel their pain, the decisions they had to make. I liked it. It was a good storyline. I liked the pacing of it was kind of decent. The acting is great. You feel each person because even the first horsemen, or the Vaders, don't want to be there. They don't want to be doing. You could tell they're aching inside, but they totally believe what they're doing is good. And like also a question is like, are they being brainwashed? Are these people real, or is there some kind of cult going on, or some kind of QAnon thing? So I mean, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Maybe do better next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the future. Bye.